the question is, how does that translate into sales tax? How does that translate for the overall city? Is 3% from the prior year. We budgeted 6%. So I really think for sales tax revenue, source of revenue, but we also have other revenues. We also have, so what's going to happen August, and we'll know where we end up, but I think we're going to end up about 3%. The other question too is how that 24 we based off of where I shared those with you. But I would be happy to answer any questions anybody sent.
So we did 6 the year before. We expected 4, but we didn't know that we were going to come in at about 3 at the point that we project for.
That's correct.
So is your extra?
Yeah, I think what my recommendation would be that we watch it closely for June. I think it's also important that we look at all of our overall revenues and kind of watch and see. But I wouldn't recommend that we modify or change the budget and then go in and make some dramatic decreases in expenses. I just think we ought to watch it real close and be aware of it. And if the trend continues, then we may want to look at something. But I do think we wanted to make sure as an administration that we were transparent and that the council was aware of what we've learned, and just kind of watch it and see.
So you think the -16 and +9 between those 2 months might have been a situation where there's some kind of cutoff, and that negative amount might not have been fully a decrease in sales tax as much as maybe how they account for when things start and when things stop.
Yeah, the fact though that 1 month was down roughly 17 and the other one was up 9, still still a net decrease of 8. Yeah, you know, so we're definitely seeing some impacts. Whether it's a lasting impact, whether it's something that happens, you know, that happened with the state, I don't know, but definitely raises some questions.
Is there any kind of history on it?
No, not that I can see. I did look at June today as I was preparing for this meeting. The last year's June, some have or quarterly filers, a number are monthly filers. When you get those quarterly months, then they're larger. But June was pretty strong, so we'll see how we do compared to June last year. But yeah.
All right. Any more questions for John?
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I won't take a lot of time, but I did want to spend some time on sales tax and make sure that we discuss that.
Right. We're close meetings in about 15 minutes.
Okay, I think I can be done in 5 minutes. That's all right.
Great.
Okay. In the other areas in the general fund, let's see if we can get this to advance. There we go. Justice Court continues to be strong. And once again, that's because a lot of the state mandates that required us to stop kind of operating and doing a lot of things we were doing have been removed. And so that's looking strong. Also let's see here, let's go back here. We talked about Justice Court. We had one other one. Oh yes, the development fees. We've had a phenomenal year with development fees, significant to the point that that's an area that really could offset some of our impacts from sales tax, because we're up significantly with development service. We don't expect to be up as much next year, but it's been strong. Okay, this just kind of shows that I'm going to skip this. We've already talked a little bit about revenues and where we're at. This just shows that there were a couple of significant appropriations that the council approved in the quarter. One was for the airport loan for the property purchase, and the other was for the recreation facilities capital fund. Administration's strong support of those, but they were fairly significant. And then we did close a number of our innovation projects as we're ramping and watching those and looking forward for innovation. Okay, I think in the interest of time, that's going to be my review of the quarterly report. Any questions as you look over the quarterly report that I haven't brought up, or any things you want me to raise? Okay, thank you.
All right, is that it? Well, we're only 9 minutes over. That's success. All right, so a closed session has been requested, and it'll be presented by Brian Jones.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair McKay. There has been an item requested for presentation to you in closed session. It does have to do with one of the approved reasons under state statute for holding those meetings, specifically discussion of character and conflict of individual. Therefore, it would be appropriate for a motion at this time.
Okay, I'll call for a motion for closed meeting. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
And we'll do a vote. Counselor Hanley,
Yes.
Counselor Ellsworth,
Yes.
Counselor Whipple,
Yes.
Counselor McKay, yes, Counselor Shepherd,
Yes.
Counselor Fillmore,
Yes.
and I believe Travis is off, correct? Okay, so that's unanimous with Travis excused.
So now we're going to recess and reconvene in the what do we call that? The
The
pre-function.
pre-function.
Recording